What's up, guys? This is the Nerdy Ninja here, coming at you live with a new crypto video. Before we get into this, please guys subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Let me know in the comment section if I need to improve on anything. I'm always open for improvement. So, all right, before I get into the topic of this video, I'm going to show you something. This is Sonny Liu speaking at the 2018 consensus on May 15th. He's speaking, beside him is a representative of the company, the NVGL, a multi-billion-dollar company that VeChain is partnered with. In this clip, you will see why the NVGL considered VeChain over other cryptos. So let's get into this.
That immutable history, that record of trust. Why VeChain specifically? Obviously, no shortage of cryptocurrencies and blockchain providers here. What was the attraction?
I think that 1 year ago we have been again here at Consensus, and we met several companies. And what was really unique with VeChain was their mission, their culture, which is pretty much the same what we have in business assurance in the NVGL. You know, again, we are a traditional company, and talking to Sunny, he's coming from the business. So his idea was not to build out a company to maximize the value of a token, but this really was to serve customers, you know, and that's the vision that we share.
You're not trying to maximize the value of the token?
well, it's a side effect, you know.
Yeah, it's a side effect. And on top of that, I think most of enterprises, like the individual and his customers, you know, prefer solution other than technology. So if you're just doing like a blockchain, it's hard to, let's say, to interact or serving the real people in the real world. So we're not only providing the blockchain, but also like a matching technology, like the IoTs, and we serve the applications, we serve the solutions.
Right. So basically, and I love what he just said. I didn't even hear that part when I was scanning over it. Yeah. You hear that part when he talked about you know, the disabilities of just operating with just blockchain alone and not providing a real world use case and interacting with the real world. You know, that's a problem, and that's limiting, and that's what's going to hinder a lot of blockchains from achieving mass adoption. But I'll get more into that in my video. So let's start this presentation. VeChain Thor, mass adoption theory. Why others will fail if they do not follow VeChain. How other DApp platforms seek adoption? Well, they expect companies to, first of all, to come to them. I've been speaking in telegrams, and they all expect companies one day to wake up and want to use blockchain technology, and then companies will come to them simply. And when they do come, companies will have to pay them, the blockchain, to build their DApp. And then if they need help, for example, I talked in an Ontology telegram, and they said that they offer a service to help companies if they run into any problems to build their dApps on their platforms. For a fee, though. Money rules everything around me. Yeah, they're going to have to pay them a fee. So then companies pay the platform to build something. The companies pay the platform to help build something they already paid for. Like I said, with Neo, you know, in Neo Gas, the prices are so high, you know, they paid 30 grand for something, and then they have to, if they need any help, they have to pay them to help build something they already paid 30 grand for, man. So yeah, but then once they do that, and then it doesn't stop there. They have to develop a use case for their own DApp, and then have to plan to efficiently use it within their company. That's time and resources taken up. They're multi-billion-dollar companies. They have their time is better utilized making money, not spending money on the experimental factor that may or may you know, experimental entity that may or may not work, and having to build it themselves and outsource and whatnot. You know, so this is really sounding like blockchain is really turning into the corporations that we are constantly being, you know, fucked over by today, you know. Yeah, it sounds familiar, huh? Yeah, you should use that insurance company that won't fuck you over. Oh, that's right, there aren't any, because all the blockchains are wanting corporations to pay high fees and to come to them, and you know, and that's it pretty much. They want to create A-list blockchains. Everybody said they have A-list blockchains, and they all want the corporations to pay. They want the corporations to pay big prices, and that is what will reward investors, you know? So yeah. So then the solution to this. So the solution, basically what will corporations have to do? What are the solutions that they have to, what would they have to do? This is what the blockchains have presented them. So what would they have to do if they want to utilize blockchain? They have outsourced, find competent programmers to build this dApp and comply with blockchain protocols. Compose an entire department on how to implement their dApp into business activities. Compose a department on how to manage the dApp. I mean, that's a lot of resources. That's a lot of manpower, man. They have to do, man. It's a lot of manpower they have to utilize to integrate blockchain into their business. Too many steps, too many barriers. Okay. It sounds like a very expensive do-it-yourself kit. Okay, a very expensive do-it-yourself kit. That's what it sounds like. So VeChain's reason for success. Yeah, we made it. Yeah, VeChain. Why has VeChain acquired these partnerships with multi-billion-dollar companies while more hype coins like Neo hasn't? Well, because of their approach. Their approach, guys. Their approach. They go to the business. See Walter White here. I am the one who knocks. He gets it. They go to the businesses. VeChain goes to the businesses. They give companies a product with multiple use cases. Their product utilizes existing tech that's already been utilized, but makes it better with blockchain, with like the QR codes. There's nothing proprietary, about their chips that they're using, the RFID chips and the type of chips that they use and the QR codes and whatnot. There's nothing proprietary about that. They didn't make that, but they integrate it with the blockchain. They make it better. And they go to the businesses. Unlike the other guys, they're just sitting behind the lines waiting for one day businesses to come to them. One day businesses will up and use blockchain because they're scared other businesses are going to get ahead of them. Dude, not going to happen. I'm pretty sure there's some company using blockchain right now, some small blockchain right now, and Walmart is not sweating bullets at all. Guarantee you, they're making money. So my mass adoption theory, A plus B plus C plus E plus E. I guess you really could call it my mass adoption equation. But yeah, so anyway, A. Integrate your product, which is your blockchain, with an already existing technology or real world tech and configure a use case. Then present that use case to businesses. Come equipped with plans of implementation for that business. VeChain went to these businesses and they showed them how they can implement it in their business plans. The businesses don't have to come up with a use case. They don't have to build anything. They just simply partner with them and use their technology and maybe buy a certain portion of cryptos to produce Thor, to be able to, somehow, to use the blockchain, and then stability, offer consistency and reasonable cost. Stability, man. Thor will be a stable coin. Now, just because it will be stable doesn't mean it won't appreciate, but they want stability and consistency. They want reasonable costs, not like gas and Neo, where gas costs like $100 and it costs 500 gases to start a dApp. 500 gases, man. That's like over 30 grand. That's over 50 grand, man. And then they have to build it themselves and do pretty much everything that I just said before. And then what you want to do is provide an interface that doesn't require the comprehension of blockchain technology. Okay. You take a computer. You think anybody knows? You think my mom? You think my grandma? You think your grandmas? You think your moms, your mothers? Do you think they know about the insides of a computer? Do you think they know about the motherboard, the RAM, the type of CPU, the type of RAM that it uses, the type of motherboard it uses? You think they know about all of that? No, they don't know about that. They don't know about his GTX 1060, you know, with 6 GB of GDDR5 RAM. They don't know anything about that. They don't know those. It provides them, the computer comes equipped with a operating system that simplifies every process that they want to, you know, to transact. They, like, if you want to go into the browser, they have a little icon to click on it, and they go to it and they use it and they watch the videos. It's simplified, man, simplified. And with VeChain's app, that will happen. People will click an app and they will be able to scan products and use VeChain's technology. They will be able to see what happened to that product, if the product is spoiled or not, and they won't even know that they're using blockchain technology. In businesses, the MPP protocol, which will allow, which I will go into depth in my extensive research video, my next video, where businesses can have sponsors where they have other entities interact with blockchain technology, with the transactions and whatnot for them. They have other people interact with the blockchain for them and transact it for them. I'll go more in depth into what the MPP protocol is, but basically it allows corporations not even to interact with blockchain technology, with its wallets and whatnot. And then finally, then after all this, you gain recognition. Okay. These people, the Ontology and Neo, they just want, you know, an A-list blockchain. They just want to create it. They want to start at A and not, you know, and not progress, you know. They think that all of this will come to them and that all of a sudden corporations will just want to adopt blockchain. That's not how it works, man. You have to go to them. You're the new kids on the block. You have to prove yourself and go to them. Okay. You know, it's like a salesman thinking that people are going to come and just throw money at him. That's just not good. That's not what's going to happen, man. That's not what's going to happen. So yes, guys, this is my theory on mass adoption and how it's going to happen. And let's review what Sonny just said. Let's just go back and just reaffirm that. Let me just.
This really was to serve customers, you know, and
like DMVGO and his customers, you know, prefer solution other than technology. So if you're just doing like a blockchain, it's hard to, let's say, to interact or serving the real people in the real world. So we're not only providing the blockchain, but
boom, right there. If you're just working with a blockchain, it's hard for you to interact with the real world and the real people. I mean, his English, you know, isn't, you know, of course he's, you know, English isn't his, you know, his natural, you know, his original language is in his primary language. But, you know, basically what he just said right there, that word, that's a man of 1,000 words right there. He, in those few sentences right there, that pretty much lets you know how mass adoption will occur. Neo, you can't interact with it. There's no real world connection at all. Ontology, there's no real world connection. All these other blockchains, that platforms, there's no real world connections, not even with Ethereum. So anyway, guys, that's just my video. It's my take on it. And you heard it from Sonny Lou himself. Please subscribe, like, and comment. And yeah. And join the VeChain Telegram if you can. And I believe I'll post a link to an unofficial VeChain Telegram where you can, you know, discuss price and whatnot, because we all like to do that. Anyway, peace out, nerds.